Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are going to discuss a fascinating but also very important real life case. A railway axle that broke while the train was running. Now imagine the axle, it's like the backbone of the train wheels. If it breaks, the wheels can come loose and you can imagine the disaster that might follow. But here is the twist. The axle did not break because of one huge impact. Instead it broke because of something we call fatigue, a slow hidden process where small stresses build up until the part finally gives way.
So, fatigue is like when people get tired after doing something over and over.
Exactly. Except for steel, it does not yawn and sleep. It slowly weakens without showing signs. That's what makes it tricky.
Sir, this is already sounding like a mystery story.
And that's the best way to think about it. Engineering is about solving mysteries of why things fail. Let's build the picture with a simple examples. The paper clip example. Take a paper clip, bend it once, it stays fine. Bend it 10 times, you start seeing it weaken. Bend it 20 times and snap, it breaks. That is the fatigue in action. If you take the example of bridge traffic, think about a bridge. It does not collapse because of one car, but thousands of cars, trucks, and buses every day, year after year, create small stresses. Over decades, the bridges can develop cracks. And another example, your shoes. You don't wear them out in one day, but slowly, step after step, the soles thin out until one day they tear.
So, the railway axle is like the shoe sole. Every trip is like a step, and over years it wear out.
Beautifully said. That's exactly it. Each journey puts a little stress, and after thousands of journeys, the damage builds up.
But why didn't anyone notice the axle getting weaker?
Because fatigue is invisible at first. A crack might be smaller than a strand of hair. The part looks strong and shiny outside, but inside damage is growing. Now let's get into the railway axle case study. A train axle was running for years. One day during service it broke. Luckily the train was not at full speed, so the accident was controlled. Investigators wanted to know why did this happen. They found the story written right on the broken axle. One part of the surface was smooth, showing the crack had been slowly growing. Another part was rough and jagged, where the axle finally snapped. So, where did the crack start? At a small scratch on the axle surface. That scratch might have come from the manufacturing or years of use.
Sir, are scratches really that dangerous? I get scratches on my bike, but nothing breaks.
Good point. Not every scratch is dangerous, but when you combine scratches with the repeated heavy loads, the scratch becomes like a starting point for a tear. Think about tearing a piece of paper. If you try from the middle, it is hard. But if you make a small cut first, the tear happens easily. The scratch acted like that cut.
So the design also matters.
Exactly, the axle had sharp corners where stresses built up. Imagine trying to bend a ruler. If it has a small notch, it will always break at the notch. The same logic applies here.
And no one checked the axle during its service.
There were checks, but not detailed enough. If they had used advanced inspection like ultrasound or the magnetic charts, they might have spotted the crack earlier. It's like going for a health scan. You may feel fine, but the scan shows something hidden.
So maintenance is as important as design.
Absolutely. Engineering is not about just building the things, it is about maintaining them for decades. A well built train is only safe if it is also well checked. This case study teaches us lessons that go beyond the trains. Let's connect it to the things you see daily. Example, mobile phone. Ever noticed your charging cable frays near the plug? It is because you bend it back and forth every day, that's the fatigue. And cycle chain. If you ride a bicycle daily, the chain may suddenly snap not because of one hard ride, but because of the wear over time. And the example of shoes and tires. We replace worn out shoes and tires because they show visible damage. But some parts like axles don't show damage clearly, so they need expert checks.
So, in simple terms, everything around us has a limit, even if it looks strong.
Exactly. Nothing lasts forever. That's why engineers must always think what happens after 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, not just day one.
Sir, did this case change how railway work?
Yes, after such incidents, railway companies worldwide introduced stricter inspections, better designs, and improved materials. In fact, even airplanes follow the same principle. They are checked regularly because fatigue can also happen in wings and engines.
Wow. So, what we learned here is used everywhere, not just trains.
Correct. Fatigue is universal. It can occur in any kind of applications, cars, planes, bridges, even daily tools. Understanding it makes the world safer. Let's bring it all together. Even the strongest parts can fail if used again and again without care. Small scratches or sharp corners can become the weak spots. Regular inspection is like a health checkup for the machines. Good design and good maintenance together save lives. This railway axle case study shows us that engineering is not just about building the big things. It's about thinking ahead, caring for details, and always keeping safety first.
For me, the biggest lesson is that tiny things matter. A scratch or a corner can bring down a giant train.
And I learned that engineers have to think like detectives, always looking for hidden problems before they grow.
Exactly. That's the spirit of engineering. It's all about responsibility, foresight, and protecting people. Thank you both for this discussion, and I hope our viewers now see how even complex engineering ideas can be understood through simple, everyday examples. Thank you for your interaction.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.